we stay on this. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in fucking human history. And how the so-called scientific community has betrayed us, and they've outed themselves for what fucking betrayal, what liars and lowlifes they are. I cannot believe anybody has the nerve to put their name on a fucking study. Now, they're all coming out 10 years after the fact, 11 years after the fact. Every fucking day there's a new study fucking showing up, fucking verifying Kevin Blanch's work as I did in real time, the Great Pacific Genocide. It's just, the narrative is written for these bootlickers. And that's, if you've gone to university post 2011, you've gone to San Diego State, UCLA, USC, Oregon State, Washington State, Weber State, any of them, you should fucking sue those low-life fucking rats for your money back. I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a fisherman, what's a boat? What's the Great Pacific Genocide? What's Fukushima? These fuckers have toted the fucking line because of their comfortability, their panty painter, their fucking no souls, fucking ivory fucking tower glass fucking palaces. Now, when I was a professor, student at the #1 school in the country, the highest paid professor on that campus was $80,000 a year. These fuckers make a couple, the big issues, they make hundreds and hundreds of that, and none of them have a PhD. Not one of them have a fucking real PhD. Not one of them. What are you talking about? These toilet paper fucking PhDs are worthless. Copy, paste. It's being outed. Oh, remember her with her shaved head and her glass? Look at me. I'm the dean at Harvard. I'm in the fucking cult, the club. Artificial intelligence is outed. They fucking faked it all. They lied. That's fraud. You need to sue them. The EPA fucking derelict criminals. Well, it's serfdom. Fucking. No, when I'm walking the coast of California doing this greatest PhD as it happened in real time, I talk to Noah all the time. They're out there. I'm sleeping in a sleep bag. They had a black ops operation going fucking 4:30 in the morning up and down the fucking coast picking up the Fukushima debris. And you think about all the people picking it up, they tote the line. Everybody totes the fucking line because they think the zenith of life is their comfortability. And they're afraid of losing their comfortability. Fucking their golden handcuff. Oh, I got a little bit of fucking money, so I sold my soul to the nuclear fucking energy devils. Off to hell, every fucking one of you. I talk to them all the time. I'd video it. Fuck. They're putting up these detections up under the overpasses all over. I'd video them. Google it, take them down. Immediately. I put up a video on March 12th of them taking down the Radnet dishes. Just completely removing them down. Fucking. Now it's been outed by fucking artificial intelligence that before they could circle the wagons that anybody talking Fukushima nuclear energy meltdowns was being fucking gone after, was being kettled, was being squashed. Well, that's against the fucking law. Talk about violate your fucking 14th Amendment, your First Amendment. Talk about taxation without representation. It's like the fucking drones fucking in Jersey. So if you think they're fucking these bootlicking politicians, which are lowlifes, these are the dumbest batch of politicians in Americana history. Oh, we've been that? No. We had politicians who stood up, who had integrity. Not anymore. They're bootlicking morons. They get up and watch MSNBC or Fox News to get their marching orders, and then the CIA, NSA, fuck the powers that be right there. If this doesn't prove you, they don't run the country. Here's the White House itself. Press we don't know. What are you talking about, visual proof. Shut up and fucking take it. This country fucking gone. You're totally being dominated by the powers that be. Who's the powers that be? CIA. Fuck, they totally run the whole fucking country. Period. And these politicians bow. Now, the bigger question is, who is the CIA? Fucking John Kennedy, they need to be fucking broken into a fucking million pieces. They're so out of control. Edward Snowblower, who fucking says he's fucking going after, he's the counterculture, going after the global oligarchs who's sitting right next to the greatest. How do they know everything we do before we fucking do it? You know, the proxy war in Ukraine. Oh, let's see. Treason fucking Snowjob is sitting right next to Putin. who had privy. He fucking hacked in. You don't think he took it with him? He hands the chip to Laura? Why would he hand the chip to fucking a Fox News contributor, Glenn fucking Fraud Greenwald? The only person on earth that asked Glenn Greenwald to his fucking face. Where's the rest of the fucking chip? He ran from me. Right here in Utah. And all the fucking fading goats are like, hey, we love you. He's a cow. Oh, fuck. Why would he hand it to Laura, the MIT Media Endowment fucking billionaires? Yay, she's an artist. She's a filmmaker in the cult. Why would he hand it to her? On 60 Minutes, Edward Snow job. Well, I'm the self-proclaimed greatest fucking hacker in the world. The guy who killed Anonymous. I got all the way to the top. I had top surveillance clearance, which wasn't fucking. He wasn't no special forces Twiggy breaking his. They don't. I came from special forces family. They don't take fucking Twiggies like that into special forces. I broke my fucking legs. Twiggy did. It's bloodlines. Look at his fucking parents. Look at it. Having my baby Lindsay fucking Mills. Look at her fucking parents. I mean, the pole swinger. I mean, this is all bloodlines. This is old. I like how you're still caught up in fighting over. This is socialism versus communism versus capitalism. Oh, fuck, they got you so. This is fucking imperialism. Fuck, both parties in on it. Well, I got all the way to the top, hacked in and found out there was another top. What's the other top? Global oligarchs. The imperialists have fucking total control. That doesn't prove to you in fucking New Jersey. Shut the fuck up and take it. These dumb fucking bootlicking politicians. It's like, and I can prove that the advanced nuclear bill. Why fucking Fukushima is devastating fucking the planet, crushing the Pacific, which I've proven that, the Great Pacific Genocide. These bootlickers, these politicians, left, right, and they need to get down on their hands and knees and beg God for it. They fucking write this narrative, Bill Eugenics fucking Gates. They become these billionaires that become so powerful and so big, and this small group of fucking people that dominate and control our government, they have super PACs, they have fucking lobbyists, they have teams and teams of attorneys. And the problem is with these young attorneys, they'll go to, yeah, guess what, mommy? Guess what, mommy, daddy? All that money you paid for me to go to fucking law school paid off. Guess what? I'm going to go to work for Bill Gates' foundation. You're going to go to work for that fucking little life? Oh, that's wonderful, Johnny. Yeah, you could sell the country down the fucking river for fucking some money. Yay. Yeah, look at me. Look, I've talked to them. I've lobbied. I've been in D.C. I've been all over fucking lobbying. I've talked to these guys. What are you lobbying for these nuclear fucking crime syndicate fucks for? They just tote the fucking lie because they've got it in their head that the zenith of life is money. And they're in the clique. They're in the club when I'm like, don't you have kids? I mean, don't you give a fuck about their future? Fuck, tax the future. And so they go in and they write this bill to get through this summer when you're caught up in all these fucking bullshit issues. Fucking the advanced nuclear fucking bill, which is literally trillions of fucking dollars flooded to the nuclear industry, and everybody knows it. And they advanced Price Anderson for 20 more years while you're asleep. Now you think about this. While the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history is happening, the Great Pacific Genocide, unarguable, which started in 2011, this radical class, which we know the only culprit is Fukushima, they advance more. You don't think this country's fucking degenerate? And these bootlicking politicians are like, yeah, isn't this wonderful? They don't even know what they voted for. I talked to my congressman or whatever. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he voted for it. These are the dumb puppets because they tell them how to vote. It's like the fucking mainstream media, which has been cannibalized by fucking global oligarchs. Look at the board of directors on all these fucking CNN operate. Remember when they replaced Larry King with fucking Pierce fucking Morgan? I mean, that's when you knew they were been cannibalized by the imperialists. Old world order. Goes back to World War I. The three cousins having a fight. They're back. You're being dominated by these fucking people. And these people are degenerate, destroying this fucking country, and the scientific community has betrayed us. Now, I'm always in California on this fucking moon cycle. Always. For decades. It's such a great moon cycle, but you can always fly to California dirt fucking cheap this time of year. Not this year. I couldn't figure it out. But maybe the guardian angels, maybe somebody's watching out over me again. Because I was just fucking reading yesterday that right there where I do my great tide pool work on the best tide pool in all of California, not Point Loma, surely not La Jolla, not Shaw's Cove, not the Pedro in fucking LA, fucking PV Point. I just saw that it popped up fucking bacteria fucking warning there. And when they pop up the bacteria warning, when they actually post it, that means it's off the fucking hook. Because they don't scare the tourists, the terrorists, I mean. And it popped up fucking yesterday. I mean, that's another thing about tide pool and whatever. The fucking ocean is toxic. And I mean, from Fukushima, oh, fuck yes. But how about, fuck, they have a sewer leak every other fucking day up and down fucking. Coastal California's been destroyed by tourist economy. You know, I've been there my whole life. You know they haven't updated any of those sewer systems? My entire life. They have overflow points. They just dump. So you're out there surfing and swimming. We're taking the fucking kids, and you're out there fucking, you might as well go fucking surfing or swimming in your local sewer system. Not to mention, but back to the Great Pacific Genocide. The tide pools look like this. March 10th, 2011. People don't even know what a tide pool fucking look like, and I've heavily documented. I always go back to this woman called me, I think in 2013, 14. And she says, Kevin, she says, I gotta tell you, I owe you a big apology. You know, me and my husband both, my husband's a university marine biologist. I'm a high school science teacher. And we thought you were full of shit on this fucking epic acute collapse on the tide pools. So my teenage son and daughter, we took them for the summer and we retraced all your fucking steps on all these tide pools at good low tide. And we were fucking dumbfounded as how radically they were wiped out, just like you said. I would never believed it. I thought you were full of shit. Everybody thought you're right. So in science, we don't do mystified, baffled, stumped, curious. Kevin Blanch, the real scientist. The rest of you bootlickers are not scientists. You're propaganda. Well, you're gonna fucking rot in the lowest form of fucking hell. You betrayed us. The scientific community. And by the way, so you know, if I have to see that fucking big mouth babbling goon on TV again, you know, I mean, the so-called made-for-TV scientist, I mean, DeGracio, he's not a fucking scientist. He's a philosopher. Same with fucking Stephen Hawking. He was out hanging with Epstein. He's a philosopher. These people are philosophers. They're not scientists. Scientists, biologists, is stuff you can prove. How can they keep calling? So every study's coming out. Every new study's coming out. Yes, the line's drawn at 2013. I mean, the starvation fucking great event. This is the greatest ecological acute catastrophe in fucking human history. Ever. Yet everybody is going to ignore it. Now, there's no hypothesis. In a traditional PhD, first you hypothesize, these are full-blown out fucking meltdowns. They're going to circle the fucking wires. This never happened. At Chernobyl never happened. My act never happened. And the fucking sheep, they can't wrap their fucking mind around this. Because fuck talking nuclear fucking to them. Fuck, you might as well be talking fucking Martian. They have the country so fucking pathetically fucking dummied down, and they're just watching dogma reinforcement fucking TV. Whatever fits their fucking socially engineered fucking pea brains. Do you have erectile dysfunction? At 30 years old? Fuck. The country's pitiful if you haven't fucking noticed. It's pathetic. It's so fucking, and that's not opinion. The country is dummied down to the 10th power. Post Reagan. So now they're jumping to conclusion and they're all saying, no hypothesis. No field work whatsoever. They're just regurgitate Kevin Blanch's historic fucking work. And they're jumping to a conclusion. And every one of the conclusions says, historic heat wave. Heat. Radical fucking climates. Historic heat wave. Well, what are you talking about? Yeah. So now they're saying the fucking bird fucking dive, which I documented in real time. I did all this in real time. The greatest PhD in human history. Waffle cancer, by the way. Now they're saying, okay, that's a conclusion. That's not a conclusion. That's a total cop-out. We know this is fucking acute and radical. We have what we call regressionary models. We have fucking 13 years of data now. Kevin Blanch was right the whole time. It's unarguable. We have the fucking Chinook salmon data. Kevin Blanch, they won't collapse till 2016 because they're going to see 5 years. Off a cliff. We have the steelhead fucking, which go to sea 1 to 2 years. That will happen immediately. We have the dead mule fucking data. Now we have all the fucking starvation of the humpbacks and the gray whale fucking data. We have all this fucking data. We have the Kevin Blanch's historic typhoid fucking data. We have the heat dome over the western United States, which I'm the guy that named it. The great fucking North American Western Heat fucking dome. We have all this data. We have the fire fucking data into the fucking tree. We know this is all cute radical. We could plug these into computer models now. And I don't give a fuck how you build it, whatever. It's unarguable. The greatest outlier in fucking history was 2011, 2012. It's absolutely unarguable that we know we had an outlier. Now, not Malcolm Gladwell, who's propped up by fucking... They've captured... literature's totally... You know, he was propped up by Philip Morris, you know. Talk about a fraud. Literature's a fraud. What am I going to be, a book fucking writer? Book writers. Ain't they the worst? Fuck, you think about it. Everybody, fucking, you go back in history and time about, yes, I wrote a book. They make you fucking throw up these arrogant fucking, and you read these pathetic fucking book copy. It's so pitiful. There's nothing new. There's nothing organic. I remember the dean of fucking literature, San Francisco U, who's since moved to Argentina because of Fukushima. Her and her husband, who protested with me at Livermore. Remember their little dog? Fucking used to do all that fucking work. She says, Kevin, in the early days of Fukushima, I make my students watch your fucking videos. This is the dean of literature. English. She says, I'll bet you don't know why. I says, I'll bet you I do know why. And she says, okay, I'll bet you a beer. It's a bet. I get 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count, I told her. Yeah. Intimacy. She says, oh my God, how did you know? That's what literature lacks. It's obvious. Post, back, Kerouac, what fucking smells like spaghetti must be Ferlinghetti. The really great literature is so intimate, so fucking, George ain't gonna let me tend them rabbits, Steinbeck on Balco. That's the thing, especially fighting cancer. If you don't let people into your cancer fucking fight, you're probably not going to survive. That's been well documented and proven. The more open you are about your cancer fight, the more transparent you are about your PhD, the more transparent you are about your whole fucking, all your fucking work, the more powerful the work will be. It's just YouTube. It's just fire. It's just the will. Remember, YouTubers call themselves the great equalizer. And the very pioneers of YouTube, like Kevin Blanch, used it in such a special, important, fucking great fucking way. The visual genre is millions of times the literature. Can you imagine being one of those geeky ass fucking book writers? Can you imagine? Fuck, you read them and you look back in time, you go in the library, fuck, 99% of it is fucking total horse shit. It's such fucking, and it's meaningless. Yeah, I could probably name 3 or 4 books in the history of mankind that have done anything to change the fucking anything. I really consider most literature is selfishness and arrogance. It's like when I'm in Monterey doing all the tightrope Mary, she's fucking almost 100 years old, me and her friends. She says, Kevin, you always talk about Steinbeck, because those books are so powerful, and there's plenty of errors there. She says, I knew the prick. Personally. He was a dickhead. He was an asshole. I says, yeah, I get that. I says, what about Doc? Yeah, I knew him too. Same thing. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. You got to do the work. By the way, did the greatest marine biologist in California history, Doc Ricketts, have a fucking marine biology degree? He didn't have any college degree. He barely went to any college. Let's see, the greatest tide pool fucking there, Monterey, the Great Tide Pool is named after him. Very interesting, right? The Monterey Aquarium fucking, speaking of that, the gray migration is about ready to fucking should start. They come from Alaska to Mexico, the humpbacks from the Bering Sea to Hawaii. Kevin Blanch, the marine biologist in the high desert of Utah, there's a thing called a plane. So maybe somebody was watching out for me because it popped up. And for them to post right at tourmaline, right there at tourmaline, over the bacterial limits. Eek. extinct. So dangerous. And you people, I don't think people get this. The fucking, those tide pools and fuck what, they're so disgusting anymore. So vile, so toxic, and so poison. Well, and if one more person tells me that the starfish went from wasting disease, okay, wasting disease, what caused wasting disease? If it was just wasting disease, then why did the Upper California purple orchids go? Why did the sea anemones go? Why did all the sea slugs go? Whatever. They're fucking. And here you got people going to Point Loma paying $25 lining up. Yay, isn't it wonderful? And they're deader than fuck. I mean, deader than fuck. Just wow, wipe out. Oh, we zoomed in. I found a little fucking sea slug. Then I zoomed in and oh, fuck. This is what they're supposed to look like. That's what they look like. Starfish is not a brittle star. The starfish are this fucking big, this thick, the fucking ochres. They have, hello, carpet. The best fucking way to get the breath of what's going on with the fucking ecology of the Pacific Ocean is the tide pool. Well, and the Great Salt Lake right here behind me. And I've heavily documented that. The fucking tide pools. At low fucking tide, historic. So we had historic fucking low tide. We're having it right now. But I guess maybe somebody was watching out because I couldn't find fucking plane flights, which I always have, which, you know, it's a special time to be down there too, but it pops up in wintertime. We're getting bioluminescence in winter fucking time. Oh yeah, we just love the bioluminescence. What we have organically is not organic anymore. It's toxic and it's poison. And you're swimming in it? Well, you're drinking it. You're bathing in it. You're fucking... People don't even know there's a desal plant in fucking Carlsbad. 15% of all fucking San Diego fucking county water is coming from the ocean. Tide pools can't live in it. Fucking nothing can live in it. Everything's collapsed and fucking dying. Yay, the new tourist attraction in San Diego. Yay, isn't it wonderful? Watch the well petters. By the way, there's a 1,000-foot fucking rule on well petter boats. And they don't enforce it. Don't scare the terrorists. I mean the tourists. Fucking yay. Isn't it wonderful watching the orcas swim with the dolphins? The orcas are eating the fucking dolphins. Yay, they got the salmon hats on again. Fucking. They're trying to tell you, dumb fuck, or something. They're out of their domain. Fucking orcas live in the fucking Bering Sea all summer long. This year, gray whales and humpback whales are plankton feeders. Fuck, you broke the chain. They're in San Francisco Bay all summer long. They're in Monterey, but they have been since at least 2015, and I can prove that. Kevin Blanch's historic fucking work. So we have, the scientific community has betrayed us. Lock, stock, bar. They should be fucking handcuffed and put in fucking prison cells. How can you ignore this? The greatest ecological catastrophe. And every study's coming out now. Oh, it's just fucking hot water. As I named it a long time ago, hot WATERGATE. That's maybe what I'll tag this, hot WATERGATE. What caused that? What caused that? So we know now, after all this historic work, Kevin Blanch's historic work, kettled, attacked, well, I'm critical edition, by the way, fucking slandered, you name it, they did it to me. I mean, it's a miracle that I'm still alive. I'm still here. We have all the data now. It's absolutely gilded and gold casting, unfucking arguable now that the great outlier happened in 2011. We know that. 2011, 2012. We know that. We have the salmon data. We have the tide pool fucking data. We have the gray well data. We have the humpback well data. We have the heat dome over the western United States. We have the fucking Fukushima fires data. And we know factually now that these are at least 3 full core mountains they can't get to. We know factually they're pushed into the Pacific Ocean. We know this is the first time in human history which they covered up. They covered up. Rahm Emanuel fucking's got that line. Lake Barrett's got that pole. Let's head on down to that TEPCO fishing hole. Yet you ignore it. You run from it. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in fucking human history. We know factually that the culprit happened in the Pacific Ocean and moved globally in 2011. It's unarguable. Absolutely gilded and gold. Unarguable because we have all the data. We know the great outlier. We know something triggered it. We know. And they're going to jump to conclusion and say, oh, just a heat wave. Talk about a cop-out. Cop-out. Well, you can't just fucking... That's not a conclusion. That's a fucking cop-out. Well, what caused the fucking hot water? We know global warming has been like this since Operation Paperclip, since fucking they turned over the country to the auto industry and the oil industry. Fucking ask Claire Patterson and his lead and gas, and we know it was like this. We know in 2011, 2012, 2013, it went like this. Oh, We know that. That's unarguable fact. Well, we call that an outlier in science. We have regressional models. We can run it and they'll deviate from the mean millions. That's unarguable. So what caused that? It didn't just happen. Scientists don't do just presto, bingo, bango, fucking happened. That's not the way science, you have to prove it. DeGrasse is not a scientist. He's absolutely a fucking fraud. They all are. Made for TV. Bill Nye, the science guy. Oh, fuck, I ain't no fucking scientist. A scientist, you have to hypothesize the knowledge of an event, something, whatever you take on. Can't be afraid to be wrong. You can't be afraid to be right. Kevin Blanch, March fucking 11th, March 12th, 20. These are full-blown out fucking nuclear. Now, remember, I was the #1 school business in the United States. The #1 school. I'm the student fucking professor. #1. But, by the way, he was under investigation by the FBI now for selling Say-Six China. Who's dead last? Degenerate, we were saying. Degenerate America. I did the WATES. That's the CEO of GE. The University of GE. WATES Construction, Utah Construction merged. 1975 became the fucking biggest corporate fucking merger in history. That's who built Weber State. Fucking, that's all the money they fucking, it's a public institution, public. Beating Wharton, beating Harvard. On there the same time Elon Musk is at fucking Wharton. You know, we're beating them. Wharton's our sister school, by the way. You know, how do you go from #1 to fucking dead last? Well, the railroad Kevin Line. So that's who built the nuclear reactors, the water boilers, Mach 1, Mach 2, GE water boilers like a Fukushima, Japan. And it didn't matter what they were. It was a 9-point earthquake. Didn't matter. A fucking earthquake of that magnitude, there's no way no nuclear reactor can handle it. And by the way, other reactors inside Japan probably went into meltdown too. But the only reason we know factually because it was activists who had the barge out there. And then because we all predicted this. So we had visual evidence before Operation fucking Foxconn News, CNN, the bootlickers, Anderson, Vanderbilt, Cooper, fucking who went to Fukushima, Japan. Sanjay Gupta, practicing MD, who belongs in a jail cell, who they're saying nuclear meltdown. They have this Jim Walsh from MIT, who's not a nuclear, you know, and got to talk to Henry before I go to Fukushima. Kissinger's not a nuclear fucking physicist. He's not a biologist. He's not a scientist. Why would she have to talk to him? You know, so they circled the wagons. Anderson, Vanderbilt, Cooper saying nuclear meltdowns, boots on the ground there thousands of times. Then he flies home and never mentions it again. You think that's all coincidence? They took down Radnett. Just like the fucking drones. Shut the fuck up. Visual proof doesn't mean anything. You know, fucking these politicians are that pathetically fucking stupid. They just fucking do whatever these fucking oligarchs tell them. That's what they've done on Fukushima. Remember Sarah Wyden went to Fukushima. He was head of the committee from Oregon. Nobody's asked him. Hey, how come you were talking about Fukushima and then shut up and you won't talk about it? You can't ask him. The only person on earth has asked I've asked every one of my politicians. Every one of them. Including fucking Mike Bootlicker Lee. Well, you know, I just found out my dad. I'll get right back to you this week, Kevin. That was 13 years ago. I asked them all. I've asked every fucking Bootlicker fucking Cox, who's the worst politician in the history of this fucking state, who's Bill Gates' fucking best puppet ever. Give me more, give me more. After NewScale rips us off $1 billion, he wants to get, well, he's already doing it. Out of your fucking Bill, who, by the way, the same person that ripped off the fucking Weber State school business, you got it. Warren Scumbag Buffett, who owns Rocky Mount Power. John Coltrane Curtis, we need more coal. Fucking, when the son's a no-brainer. So these puppets who just go along and do what they're told. We have the data. The scientific community has betrayed us radically. Fucking hardcore. Warm water. Hot water. What caused the hot water? We know factually, unarguable, that Kevin Blanch was right the whole time. On every bit of this. Absolutely. And what did I get for? I got slandered. I got attacked the new Semmelweis. You know, maybe I can get fucking, and this kills me. I'll get 173 fucking views and fucking, 31 likes. Who's the other side? And I think about this a lot. I think it's a lot better that I'm not contemporizing getting the huge viewership anymore because those people, fuck. All I did was spent my time fucking policing my site from fucking morons. Very tactical. A lot of times I'll make a video for an audience of 1 or 2, and I have emails to all kinds of powerful people all over. And I know for a fact that the NRC watches my videos. I know for a fact a lot of the powers are being because they've told me to my face. I'm very tactical. I'm the activist that wins. I get it right. And they know my credibility has been earned. They know when they're watching. They're paying attention. They know. And the opposite side is watching. Fucking trying to counter. And it kills me. The trolls, the fucking CIA, these powers that are fucking being who are totally fucking watching fucking. Haven't you learned anything by now yet from Kevin Blanch? Haven't you learned anything? That it doesn't matter about your CIA fucking, your golden handcuff serfdom? It doesn't fucking care. This kills fucking billionaires too. I go back to the CEO of YouTube. I mean, they kettled me one other. She got cancer at 58 years old out of nowhere and died recently. I mean, don't you, I mean, these politicians all, I mean, don't you get it? This really is the great equalizer. Doesn't give a fuck about your socioeconomic. Doesn't give a fuck about your bootlicking. Doesn't give a fuck. And you have no soul. You have no integrity. And it's going to be like this. Here's how it's going to go. It already is happening. Here, little Cindy Lou Sue. Let Grandma read you a bedtime fucking story. Let Grandpa read you a bedtime, Grandma. Okay, Johnny. Grandma, I'm not a little baby anymore. I'm in junior high school now. I've watched enough. I know enough that... Did you know, Grandma, weren't you a scientist? Didn't you work at one of the universities? Didn't you work for NOAA? Didn't you work for the EPA? Didn't you work in print media? Didn't you work in television? Weren't you a senator? Weren't you a congresswoman? Weren't you a fucking staffer? Grandma, we learned today that the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history happened in 2011, 2012, full-blown out nuclear energy meltdowns that genocided the Pacific Ocean, wiped it out, and there was a guy. There was a guy named Kevin Blanch who was all over this fucking grassroots fucking real scientist that who was doing all the work. They attacked him. They slandered him. They tried to kill him. Grandma, we learned all about this. This is the greatest cover-up in fucking human history, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. Didn't you work for the EPA? Well, they were told us to... Grandma, I don't want you reading a fucking bedtime. I don't know that I even want to talk to you again the rest of my fucking life. You betrayed us. That's where it is. My suggestion to you work for the EPA, you work for fucking, any fucking organization, ODFW, WFW, Alaska Fishing fucking Game, California fucking management, fucking NOAA. You are a professor at a university. You're a high school scientist. Get down on your fucking hands and knees and beg. You're a fucking bootlicking fucking senator from fucking left, right, congresswoman who sponsored this pro-nuclear fucking bill, who's quoting a fucking Bill Gates fucking company fucking degenerate narrative line. Get down on your fucking hands and knees and beg the world for fucking forgiveness before you will fucking, obviously, there's no doubt in my mind for the angels you fucking mass murdered. They watch it. You will burn in the lowest form of fucking hell. The fucking zenith of life is not coming. The zenith of life is integrity. The zenith of life, when you get ready to die and you're on your deathbed, I hope that fucking when the doctor tells you got fucking cancer, you got fucking a little bit to live, you hand him your fucking nuclear energy, Bill Gates fucking merit badge. Hand it to him. And write your last thoughts that go through your fucking head before you're sent to the lowest depths of fucking hell. I sold my soul to the nuclear energy devil. Why? For some comfortability? For some fucking money? Off to hell. The scientific community, this is the biggest betrayal. This is bigger than I even believe Semmelweis. Semmelweis, wash your fucking hands, little invisible fucking germ. That's blasphemy when he proved it. He proved it. They beat him up. Fucking Louis Pasteur. All these fucking propped up bullshit fucking liars. Well, look up what... I want you to Google John Trump, Trump's uncle. Now, who went into Tesla's room when he died? Look what they did to Tesla. Look at how they covered up fucking that evil fucker Claire Patterson and fucking lead and gasoline. Fucking... You know how many people that fucking murdered? Look what they did on fucking cigarettes, Philip Morris. Parade people onto the fucking hill right there, so-called scientists. Cigarettes aren't bad for you, they're good for you. This is the greatest betrayal in fucking human history. It's all obvious now, and you can't argue, yet you're still going to kettle Kevin Blanch's work. You're still going to deny him, fucking a real scientist. First, these are full-blown out meltdowns. Never happened to Chernobyl, never happened to Mayak, never even happened to 3 Mile Island, never happened to fucking Santa Susana, never happened in any of them. These are not pop, open air fucking tests, which are horrible and fucking devastating. This is a whole new thing. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes on day 28. The guy who's covering it up. The guy who covered up 3 Mile Island got run out of town. Fucking Chernobyl. This is not a partial meltdown. This is not. Chernobyl was one core meltdown, graphic, nasty, horrible fucking event that had no spent fuel pools. It was a new one. And 780,000 men entombed it, including mining underneath it. Gorbachev, to my face. What took down the old USSR? The invasion of Afghanistan, the nuclear meltdown at Chernobyl. Fuck, I was in Vienna, all this knew him speak. What took down the old USA, which is gonzoed? The nuclear meltdowns of Fukushima, Japan. Gesturing moves left to right are Fukushima. The invasion of Afghanistan. Fucking, you seen the debt? Fucking, they looted this country. See how easy I bleed? I just smacked my hand right there a little bit. That's how low my platelets are post-cancer. Open heart surgery twice, where teams of trolls can attack me when my chest is. Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid when I'm in critical condition. Fucking this. Kevin reached into the bag and he slung the fucking stone. Hot Watergate? Oh boy, that's what you're gonna say? That's your conclusion? It's hot water. Okay, that's not a conclusion. We know absolutely unarguable Gillingham, the greatest outlier happened in the Pacific Ocean in 2011. We know that. It's unarguable. We have all the data. We have it all. Fuck, we have the tide pool collapse in symphony with the gray and the humpback whale starvation. As I documented in real time, the mirror fucking the great. Now they're coming out fucking the greatest fucking killing off of fuck bird. The thing that kills me is about the media. They wouldn't even fucking acknowledge this was happening for 13 years. Wouldn't acknowledge it. Now they're acknowledging it. 13 years out. Wouldn't acknowledge it when it was happening ongoing. We could have done something about it. And now they acknowledge it. 13 years, and then they fucking put this bullshit. They have to fucking put a stamp on it. What caused it? Hot water. Well, what caused that? We know unarguable Gilliam Gold, the greatest outlier in human history, 2011. So we have to start searching for the culprits. There's only a few possible scenarios. Did a meteor strike the Pacific Ocean? A major giant meteor? No. Did a volcano eruption similar to fucking 580 Krakatoa form and blow and coat the whole fucking earth? Now, how long did it take that soot to coat the entire fucking planet? Throw your rubber ducky in at Fukushima. It'll be at Gold Beach, fucking Oregon in 6 days. It'll be in Southern California in 10 days. The Japanese current runs into the Bering Sea. It's new by definition. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes. Day 2816. Leslie Stahl, Lake Barrett. These are really full core meltdowns? Yes. Where are they? See those holes? They're obviously in a mock-up. They're not there. They're in the Pacific Ocean. Leslie Stahl to Lake Barrett. This is like, fixing this is like going to the moon. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl on day 2816 on 60 Minutes. Way bigger than that. This has never happened before. This has never happened before. This is, by definition, for every action there's a reaction. This has never happened before. Thus, the byproduct has never happened before. The nuclear energy emperors have no fucking clothes, no clue, no soul, no integrity, no nothing. Lowlifes. The byproduct is, by definition, new. So did a meteor strike? Did Krakatoa coat the fucking... No. There's only one possible fucking scenario. One. Did we have at least 3 full core meltdowns? Most likely 4, including 8 spent fuel, the biggest load probably on the planet, including MOX fuel, blow into the jet stream, push into the fucking Pacific Ocean. Fucking Sanjay Gupta MD fucking goes on fucking March 25th on 2011 on fucking Sanjay Gupta MD and fucking downplays it. And fucking Henderson Van der Kiel, but Fukushima, and they just cover it up. They take down the fucking right now. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Barack Obama tells us no need to take precautions when Sharon Mills' fucking emails are coming out right at the exact same time as 8 saying it's radioactive. How many people did it fucking kill? We know factually that heart attacks started to spike. The new Duke's fucking university fucking big broad fucking thing knows a heart attack's becoming more deadly and started in an acute outline in 2012. We know factually that cancer fucking spiked in 2011, 20. We know factually all this fucking happened. How many people did this cover up fucking kill? How many animals did it kill? I mean, this acute radical catastrophe. And it's like living in the fucking Twilight Zone. My work goes on. The greatest PhD in human history. It's Fukushima, I'm here to tell you. I'm the first guy that named it the blob. I says, look, it's this energy so foreign, so radical, bringing star power to Earth, Livermore, California. They brought it. How hot are these cores? We don't know, but we know the sun can give you cancer from 93 million miles away. We know that it's a plasma and a gas. We know that this fucking energy coming off there, they can't get fucking near. It's pushing the Pacific Ocean. We know. We have all the fucking data now. This is not opinion. Not anymore. We know the great outlier was 2011. The greatest outlier in fucking human history. The greatest fucking PhD in human history. The great fucking scientist, Kevin Blanch. What did I get for it? I got Semmelweis. And at the same time, they're keeping, well, the German got rid of nuclear energy. Just the Oppenheimer, pop, whoppy, drop, Oppenheimer. If the Germans want this weapon, the greatest nuclear biologist, the greatest nuclear physicist on the planet are German. Now, Angela Merkel was a nuclear physicist. That's Oppenheimer's words. If they want it first, they'll have it. Many people say this over fucking multiple decades. The greatest nuclear biologist, physicists, not biologists, are German. Now, Germany shut down all their nuclear reactors, 20. Go ask anybody. Go ask one of them why. Fukushima. The whole world's getting rid of it. But we advance more because these dumbo. And she says, the woman fucking senator who promoted this, says, well, we can't fall behind and let China and all these other fucking boogeymans advance fucking nuclear. You're so out of fucking touch. China pivoted away from nuclear a long time. Remember their Mach 1, Mach 2s, fucking their generational 5? They put one on. One on. Remember they're going to put one on a month starting in 2010. One. And it went into a fucking nuclear meltdown situation. We know that factually because the imminent fucking radiation letter was sent out. Jennifer Granholm fucking said on it. Got leaked to CNN at 1 o'clock in the morning. I wonder who leaked that. They can't send that letter unless they absolutely know that a radiation event happened. That's international law. They did it. Huh. China pivoted a long time ago away from nuclear. The whole world has. They know it's a dead end. They know it's a fucking Bill Gates, Eugenic Gates fucking loop job. Fucking nuclear energy renaissance? There's no nuclear energy. It's like the SMR fairy tale. There's no SMRs. It's all loot. And price ended, they don't have to pay it back. So everybody's dove in it. Because in the United States of usury, one thing and one thing dominates us. Ask not what I can do for my country. Ask what I can loot from my country. That's what fucking tax the future fucking get to my friend. Fucking loot the future. Fucking grandma, weren't you a nuclear biologist? Grandpa, weren't you work for EPA? No. Weren't you a university professor? Weren't you a scientist? Weren't you print media? Didn't you work inside the Beltway? Weren't you fucking government? What you did, I don't want to even fucking talk to you again, Grandpa, Grandma. In fact, I don't even want to look at you fucking again. What you did to the whales, the seals, the fish, what you did to Kevin Blanch is so fucking evil. It's the most evil thing I've ever heard of in my fucking life. I don't think the way you think. I don't care about your fucking money. I don't want to ever speak to you again. That's where we're at. That's where it's going to be. Fucking Augusta Land Miser. That's my grandpa. That's my uncle. Somebody's got to stand up. The Great Pacific Genocide. And they're all going to jump to conclusion and tell you it's just hot water. That's not the way science works. No, there was a trigger. This is radical. This is acute. This is a fucking major catastrophe. And I can't even talk where I fucking am. And part of my hypothesis was it's going to cause virus. Remember we used to fucking, me and Chad, who dropped dead at his keyboard. Remember we used to fucking carry those signs around all the time in New York. Fukushima, mystery illness. All predicted, all verified, all fucking gilded in gold by Kevin Blanch as it happened. They ignored it as it happened. They covered it up. They hid it as it happened. And now, 13 years after the fact, they're verifying that it did happen. And now they're fucking going to say, oh, just hot water. Hot WATERGATE, fucking on Balco, on chemo. Fucking the greatest scientist in maybe history, Kevin Blanch. You know, the new Semmelweis. What did I get? I got my fucking chest split open. I got kicked off Medicaid. I got slandered. I got fucking, that's attempted murder. They tried to kill me. I did all this work in critical condition. What a fucking journey, right? What a fucking journey. My place in time. The fact that I go into the bone marrow cells at 11, 11, 11, I still, it almost warps my mind to think that. That was not planned. I mean, you think? Give it 2 months to live. No safety net. I forked over $1 million of Tesla and Apple stock to get in there. Do the math in 2011. My place in time. Hardcore. I've lost all my teeth from the chemo. I lost my aortic valve. I've had open heart surgery twice. They had to harvest an artery out of my leg. I have a pacemaker now. I lost my gallbladder ruptured, all because Mike Lee kicked me off Medicaid. Fucking the vicious attack of the truth. Kevin Blanch, March 2011. All new knowledge will be fucking persecuted. Hands up, no nukes. And these bootlickers, you can all rot in fucking hell. And you're going to. You're going to. I mean, you're going to be fucking viewed in history. Some of the most hated people in the history of the planet. United States politicians, post-20, including Trump, including Obama. Trump has the nerve to say Fukushima now on Joe Rogan. He was president for 4 fucking years, never said it once. And I asked him if he's going to. And he met with a bee 17 fucking times. What happened to be? Whoa. That fucking blows my mind, actually. But these politicians that went along with this and perpetuated more, fuck these so-called scientists, these academic, off to the lowest. You're going to be the most hated people in the history of the fucking planet. Well, you already are. You know, this is unarguable science now. Unarguable. The greatest crime in human fucking history is the cover-up of this event right here in the United States of Music. Thank you, everybody, for supporting this historic fucking work. The fight goes on. As I said day one, stay tuned. Whoa, fucking pretty sad what we've done to our ocean. Well, it's unbelievable what we've done. When they really fought back in a fucking real way, me and Robin Hood. The fight goes on. Stay tuned.